Hi friends, I'm Jamila and welcome to the Venus Experiment channel. So today is Moon Day, November 12th, and the moon is still in Capricorn. And if we thought the energy of yesterday was heavy and serious, then we're going to up that a little bit more today as the moon aligns with Pluto this morning at 9:57 a.m. Pacific time. So Pluto is energy of death and rebirth, the underworld, the compost pile, the pressure cooker where everything is cooked down and transformed. So the best way to deal with Pluto energy is to jump in head first and surrender to the transformation. So another big thing I forgot to talk about last week because so much was happening last week with the Uranus and Jupiter shifting signs and the new moon in Scorpio was the nodes changed. The nodes of the moon changed sign. This happens every 18 months, and this is the nodes of the moon are our destiny, the road that we travel on, our karma, our past, future, or if we want to get out of that linear timeline perspective, it's the dragon that we ride. So the head of the dragon is what we're eating up, what we want, and that's Cancer, that's emotions, it's family, emotional security, sensitivity, mothering, nurturing. That's what we're heading towards, that's what we're wanting, that's what we need, that's what the dragon wants to eat. And what's being burned up is what is at the dragon's tail, which is Capricorn, which is structure, which is all those boxes that we've been in, all the rules, all that Saturn stuff, that Capricorn stuff is being burnt out for the next year and a half. This is such a powerful, there's going to be so many powerful aspects as the South Node travels across Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter in 2020. So this is the change it's starting, and it's all about letting go of that Saturn, of that structure, of those rigid rules, and of our need to succeed and be independent and be strong, solid Capricorn, and what do you have to prove for it? We are letting go of that, and we are eating up, we are wanting just emotions, free-flowing water of Cancer, creativity and nurturing and family and sensitivity. So beautiful that as the moon today, after it hits Pluto, it will cross the south node of the moon. So we are burning stuff out. So today is a huge day of transformation, huge transformation. So I love when Pluto is up, I love to think of that Rumi poem of the chickpea that doesn't want to be cooked in the soup pot. So now we are the chickpea, and we must jump into the pot, or Pluto will work harder to push us down into the pot. Pluto will say, oh, you're so strong, you must want more, you need more. You need more pushing down into the pot. So instead of resisting and fighting with Pluto, we can just surrender to the death and rebirth and let all that Capricorn need for structures and boxes and the form of the world, just let it fall away, let it burn away. So I want to read that poem again. And this was not my idea to connect this poem with the energy of Pluto. This is from Caroline Casey, my second favorite astrologer next to the late Jeff Jower. Caroline Casey's incredible, and I remember years ago her connecting this poem with it, so that's to her credit. So the chickpea to cook, that's what it's called. This really helps me think of how to deal with surrender, transformation, and Pluto. So the chickpea to cook by Rumi, translated by Coleman Barks. A chickpea leaps almost over the rim of the pot where it's being boiled. Why are you doing this to me? The cook knocks him down with the ladle. "Don't you try to jump out," says Pluto. "You think I'm torturing you? I'm giving you flavor, so you can mix with spices and rice and be the lovely vitality of a human being. Remember when you drank rain in the garden? That was for this. Grace first, sexual pleasure, Pluto. Then a boiling new life begins, and the friend has something good to eat. Eventually, the chickpea will say to the cook, 'Boil me some more. Hit me with the skimming spoon. I can't do this by myself.' I'm like an elephant that dreams of gardens back in Hindustan and doesn't pay attention to his driver. You're my cook, my driver, my way into existence. I love your cooking." The cook says, "I was once like you, fresh from the ground. Then I boiled in time and boiled in the body. 2 fierce boilings. My animal soul grew powerful. I controlled it with practices." That's a good way to use Capricorn. "And boiled some more, and boiled once beyond that, and became your teacher." So thank you if you stayed for that poem. Let's jump into the soup pot today. Let's clean up the compost pile, or not even clean up, let's just jump into the compost pile and let ourselves decompose and let that transformation happen today, and let all that need for structure and security and form just dissolve away with that South Node in Capricorn. So I hope you have a beautiful transformation today, and jump into your soup pot. I'll see you tomorrow.